Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday and it's been a little bit of a gloomy morning. The sun is slowly starting to peek through, which is making me happy because unfortunately a lot of the weather here while I am in Austin is going to be rainy and cloudy and not that pleasant. But I think the sun's going to come out for a bit, which is great because I'm going to go out and do some fun, interesting adventuring around Austin. I have a reservation this afternoon at a restaurant that my boyfriend's best friend's girlfriend recommended to me. So I'm really excited to try that. If you missed my last video, I'm currently in Austin, Texas for the next couple of weeks house sitting for my friends. And today we're gonna go and have a bit of an adventurous day and do some exploring, which I'm really looking forward to. First things first, my outfit today, actually I'm gonna pull the camera down so you can see better. This is my little outfit for today. I quite like it. The weather is very, very warm. So I've got these little white denim shorts I got from Cotton On when I was back in Australia at Christmas. The only thing I don't like about them is that the hardware is black and it just feels like such a contrast. So I don't know if I can do something to change the color of them or whether I can just replace them all together and just put in silver hardware. I feel like that's just a bit softer and goes with like, you know, lighter colors a lot better. I feel like the shorts are like a good length as well. They're not too short. The one thing I don't like about them though is that it's an unfinished hem. So you end up with all of these like dangly pieces. So I'm gonna cut those off in a second. And then my top, which I really love, this is just from Cupshe. It's just like a little balloon sleeve shirt and I really like it. So this is the outfit. I'm gonna cut off all of these threads. This would probably be easier if I just, you know, took the shorts off, but this is how I'm doing it. I took the shorts off because I couldn't get this little patch here at the back. I bought these shorts kind of out of desperation when I was back in Australia. I just didn't feel like I had enough summery clothes with me, and you know, if I were taking my time I would have bought shorts that had probably a finished hem. Although I don't mind the little fluff, like I think that's like neat and totally fine, but once it starts getting like this and it's all hanging down, I just don't love it. I feel like I cut a lot off, but they look so much better. Like they just look way neater. I like this. I just don't like the straggly bits. I do think I like the unfinished little fluff hem a lot more than an actual finished hem though, but they just need some maintenance. You got to cut off all the extra pieces. Anyway, I need to finish getting myself ready so we can head out, go on this little adventure, go try a new restaurant, and I also have to run a couple of errands as well. I'm just packing my bag. In my last video, I was talking about pouches and how I just want to have different pouches for different things to carry around all my daily bits and pieces. And I don't know, I'm just in a phase where I feel like a bigger bag just makes more sense. Like small bags are practical for the right occasion, but for every day, a big bag just makes a little bit more sense. Anyway, I was hunting for a compact little travel hairbrush to be able to throw into my pouch, and I ended up getting this one off Amazon because I couldn't find any in store last week. And you just pop the bristles out. There's also a mirror in one side as well. And this one's actually pretty good. I read the reviews on a few of them and they were saying that every time you try to brush your hair, it just kind of, the bristles pop back and it wasn't very sturdy, whereas this one's actually pretty good. So I'm really happy I found that. I also ended up getting some notepads. They're nothing special. It was just a pack of 3 in this really plain lined paper, and they've been super, super handy. I am fussy when it comes to notepads and things, but like those ones are really plain and I just wanted them to be plain, if that makes sense. I just thought, you know what, a 3-pack for like $5, $6, whatever it was, makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I am gonna pack my bag. It's actually kind of windy today, so I think I'm gonna take my little hair clip with me. I had bought this little shell hair clip from Target the other day. It's just the cutest. I've lost half of my hair clips. I have no idea where they went, but that can go in the pouch. I've got car keys in the pouch. I've got sunglasses case in the pouch, spare hair tie. My purse probably doesn't need to go into the pouch. I'm gonna be taking a little camera with me, so I'm gonna have to throw that into the pouch. I got microphone. I need the SD card for the camera. I don't know where the camera is. Over here. So I'll pop this in here. and we can film today. You know what, I might actually put this inside my camera case so that it's a little more protected. Not my camera case, my sunglasses case. So it's a little more protected. See, pouch keeps everything together. And I like it, I like it. Oh, I also have to swing by Marshall's because in my last video I was hunting for a very specific top, still couldn't find it, went to a different Marshall's, wasn't there, and ended up buying a couple of things. I did a little try on TikTok, and I don't know, this top is so pretty. I don't think I like how wide it is, and I could tailor it, but I'm like, do I really want to keep it if I have to sew it? But sewing it would be really easy. So I'm very, very torn on this top. I also got this skirt as well, but I feel like I just don't like the shape, and it's a little almost boho. I feel like while these are both very similar, this one just feels a bit more feminine and this one feels a little bit more boho-y, and I don't know how to explain it because it just, I don't know, it's just the way that it is. I also got these like stripy pants, which are so comfortable. I got them in a large because that's all that they had, and they fit totally fine. I'm just not sure if I should be getting a medium, if I could find a medium, because the drawstring actually doesn't run around the waistband. It's just elastic. The drawstring's kind of decorative, so I can't really tighten it up. So I'm not sure what the go is. So I'm gonna swing by another Marshall's today as well, but we're gonna go out and have an adventure. So I think I'm ready to go. I think I've got everything. Are you playing Sesame? We've got Sesame and Haru, and Sesame has been tearing up all the cardboard on the little scratchy thing, and I think she's in a mood. Yeah, are you in a mood to play? It looks like it. We have made it to the destination. I have come to the Botanic Gardens. I think it's called the Zilker Botanic Gardens, and apparently it's really beautiful. I mean, it looks pretty nice so far. The car park was basically full, but I managed to find one spot, so I'm pretty happy about that, so I don't have to walk too far. I think we've got to go over and like check in, and then we can wander around the gardens. I love Botanic Gardens. Like, I just love wandering around gardens. It's honestly something I wish I could do like weekly. This is such a nice day for this. It's so quiet, it's so beautiful, and I'm just enjoying wandering around. I also put my watch on so that I could get a little walk and some steps in. I've made it to a garden that has flowers. This is like my favorite part. I didn't see much around the beginning, but I love coming and seeing all of the pretty colors and the different types of flowers. It's just the best part. This is very cool down here. This is the prehistoric section, and they've got dinosaurs. I think this is really cool. I like this. I am back in the car because it is so hot out there and I just needed a little bit of AC for a minute. But that was so nice. I love gardens. Like, I could spend all day, every day just sitting in a garden. There were a lot of little park benches everywhere and I took a seat for a little bit. It's just nice. Like, it's my favorite thing to do, is to just like wander around and look at things. And it was kind of nice being by myself. Being that it's a Tuesday, it's not very busy. So there was hardly anyone else around and it was just really, really pleasant and I enjoyed it. So that was really fun. It was like $8 to get in. You just like go through the entryway, which was totally fine. There were like a bunch of school kids as well. They seemed to really be enjoying themselves. But I think I'm gonna head over to the restaurant. It's only like 10 minutes from here, but I don't know what the parking situation is. And it's 45 minutes until my reservation. So that should give me plenty of time
time to get there and then try and find a space and, you know, not be late. But I'm hungry and I'm excited to try this food. I managed to find some parking. It was pretty easy. It's a bit of a walk, but that's okay. I don't mind. There's also a lot of shops along this street and I am early, so I might duck into some shops before I go to my reservation. The restaurant that I ended up going to is called Arba, and it's like a Mediterranean restaurant. It was so beautiful inside. They had lots of really great outdoor seating, and I was lucky enough to sit outside. I ordered quite a few things because I was just sort of in the mood to splurge a little bit for lunch, and I got the tuna. I also got the hot honey halloumi. I did have a little friend join me though. I had this bee come up and just start on the plate that had the hot honey on it, and he was there for quite a while, so that was kind of nice. I also got the chicken and I went for dessert as well. I got a pistachio panna cotta and it was just so nice to take myself out for lunch because I haven't done it in such a long time. I've made it to Marshall's. I'm so full. I definitely did not need to order that much, but I hadn't taken myself out for lunch in, I don't even remember the last time that I took myself out for lunch. So I thought I would just go all out and try a bit of everything. And it was nice. Like the restaurant is nice. It's definitely giving like status vibes, like this is the place that you want to be seen kind of thing. It's a little bougie. Like there's a lot of nice shops on the street. And then there's also an Hermes store just a couple shops down. So it's kind of that vibe. The tuna was good. The halloumi was good. The chicken was not good. I didn't like that. And then I had the pistachio panna cotta as a dessert, which that's probably where I went wrong. I did not need that, and that's making me feel a little too full. But it was nice. It's just the fluoro green was kind of throwing me off, and it was super citrusy. So would I go there again? Honestly, probably not. But I'm just having such a hard time lately, feeling like eating out is actually worth it. It's so expensive, and now that I'm just in this habit of making most of my meals at home and that I just don't go anywhere, it doesn't feel worth it anymore. Like I would want the food to be amazing to spend $100 or something, you know, like on a meal. So it was okay. It was nice. It was a fun thing to do here in Austin. I tried something, but I'm now at Marshall's. I'm gonna hopefully find the top that I want. I'm still undecided about returning these things, but if I'm undecided, that's probably a sign that I should just return them. And then there's also a shoe store over there I want to go to, but I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, somebody accidentally set their alarm off. But anyway, let's just go to Marshall's and see if we can figure out what to do with this stuff and find the top that I want. I searched through all of the tops. I did take a screenshot of the lady on TikTok wearing the top. She did a Marshall's haul and she said, the first thing I got is the top that I'm wearing. And I love it. It's just this beautiful frilly white top. And I have searched through 3 different Marshalls now, cannot find it. They all carry the same tops, just not this one. So I'm wondering if maybe she just got a lucky one-off piece, but it's so pretty. I'll probably still try to keep looking throughout the next week or so.
I'm home. I popped on a dress because it is just way too hot and dresses are just so easy for being at home. I did end up buying some shoes. I got some white canvas boat shoes from Madden Girl. I saw these about a week ago. I tried them on in a navy when I was at Kohl's and they are so comfortable. And then I found them in a white the other day at the other shoe store. I keep forgetting the name of it, Rack something, whatever. Really comfortable. A few vlogs back, I said I was looking for some closed toe shoes that weren't sneakers. And I've had my mind on just some little canvas lace ups. But when I saw these, I thought these were just so adorable. I know some people are gonna be like, ew, boat shoes, they're so gross, they're so ugly. I don't care. I like them and they're very comfortable and they go with a lot of my wardrobe. And speaking of people disliking the things that I do, my most common hate comments revolve around saying that my apartment looks like a grandma's house, that I dress like a grandma, and I'm really, really, really boring. And the thing is, it's not a hate comment if you are stating the obvious. Like, all of those things are done by design. Like, I am intentionally making my life look like that. It's not like I just lost my way and I've accidentally fallen into this grandma-y aesthetic. I'm like, no, it's intentional. I want to live a very simple, quiet life. I don't go anywhere by choice. I do the things that I do and the hobbies that I have by choice, and my apartment looks the way that it does by choice. It's very intentional. I really just want to live a retiree lifestyle. And I can't retire because, you know, I'm in my 30s and that's not the usual time that people retire, but I want to live a very quiet, peaceful existence. You know, both my grandmothers passed away in the last 2 years, and I've inherited a lot of their home decor and just bits and pieces from around their homes. And I just was so inspired when I moved into my apartment last year to kind of take the things that I have received from them and incorporate them into my space and just kind of keep some part of them alive. And I am just really, really loved how cozy and special it was to be at both of their houses. And now that they're gone and I don't have that experience anymore, I'm just trying to bring it into my life. And so that's why a lot of the stuff is the way that it is. It's just the life that I want to live. It's the life that I am curating and I'm putting together. And I like it. Some people might say that I'm like getting ahead of myself. I have, you know, a very long time in the future to be quiet and, you know, dress that way, but I just want to enjoy it now. Like, I like the way that my life is designed. Sometimes my boyfriend has a hard time understanding why my hobbies are what they are as well, because I could honestly just sit outside and just watch life pass me by. I could go to the park, I could sit in the backyard, I could literally stare at a wall, and that would be my hobby. Like, I have absolutely no issues in just doing nothing, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I want my mornings to be slow, I want my evenings to be slow, and then I'll do all the work and everything in between, but for the most part, I just want to live a very quiet, peaceful existence. And I'm trying very, very hard to make that happen. So, yeah, I don't really take those comments as hate comments because, again, they're just stating the obvious. It's not really hating. And if that's not your vibe, you don't have to be here, but it's very much my vibe. Also, too, on my last video, when I was chatting about people pleasing and like friendships and past relationships, all that kind of stuff. Someone did write a comment saying that people pleasing stems from your parents and your childhood. And I have to disagree. I think sometimes people forget that experiences as an adult can, you know, bring up some issues for you. And so for me, my people pleasing completely arrived as an adult in my 20s. As a kid, I was the complete opposite. In fact, I was probably a little too the other way, a little too focused on myself, which is not ideal. You kind of want to have a balance of, you know, being assertive and driven, but also, you know, being aware of your actions and how they affect other people. And then in my 20s, it just swung the other way, and I found myself being a pretty intense people pleaser. And it actually stems from social media and making videos, because being part of a creator is trying to convince thousands of people to like you and want to hang out with you. And I kind of grew up on the internet in an age where everything was like heavily curated, and then cancel culture arrived, and all of a sudden it's just don't say or do anything that's controversial. Just be as plain as possible, keep the people happy. And so then when all the comments start to roll in of people criticizing how you look, the way you live your life, your choices, your values, your morals, basically everything that makes you a person, and everybody is just picking at it, you start to just like accommodate these people. And you're like, oh, okay, you don't like this, I'll fix it. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, I'll fix it. I'll make sure in the next video I don't do that instead. And you just do it repetitively because all you're trying to do is avoid having any negativity and having people pick at you. And then that ends up flowing over into your personal life. And you're like, I get enough negativity and confrontation online. I just don't need it in my personal life. So then you just start trying to keep the peace. You're keeping the peace for thousands of strangers on the internet. You're keeping the peace for every single person in your life. And it's a really bad place to end up. And I'm not the only person who is a creator who has gone through this as well. About 5 years ago, I started going to a therapist and coaching. And I would say probably about 3 years ago, I really started to work on the people pleasing in my personal life, which I feel is very fixed in that regard. I feel very comfortable in all of my relationships, and I don't feel like I'm going out of my way to keep people happy anymore. Online and as a creator, that's like another story. I feel like that has taken a lot more time to get used to, but I will say I am just starting to get to a point where I'm like, I don't really care anymore. Like I said, the hate comments, I don't really feel like they're hate comments. I know the intent behind the comment is supposed to be mean, but I'm not taking it as mean because, as I said, they're just stating the obvious. And then, you know, someone on my last video was like, I hate the music. I'm like, okay, well, I don't care. I like the music. That's all that matters. I'm gonna put this music in the video because I like it. So I'm starting to get more comfortable just being like, I don't care about those people anymore, instead of trying to accommodate them. But yeah, I just thought that it's interesting because sometimes these things develop as adults and they're not always from childhood. But yeah, so people pleasing, it's not fun. It's a very hard thing to get over, but I feel like I'm getting better and better at it. Sometimes some people will say things and it still bugs me. Sometimes I get too afraid to come online and talk. You may notice things will come in waves. Sometimes I'll just be super chatty and be like, here's everything. And then other times I'm gonna be like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't feel like saying anything. And it's in the times where I'm like, I don't feel like saying anything, I get a little annoyed at myself being like, there's lots of great people to chat to. Let's just chat about anything. Let's chat about something. So I don't know why I'm like that, but yeah. Anyway, I just thought I would have that little chit chat there about these things that are on the top of my mind. I am going to go and wrap this video up by watering the plants in the garden. I cannot wait to have my own garden one day. It's not going to be in my next apartment, at least I don't think so. We're getting closer to figuring out the whole apartment thing. But one day I will have a garden and I will make it beautiful, and it's going to be a little sanctuary, a little oasis for me to go and sit in and have my morning coffee and just live my little quiet life that I am trying to create.